Brought to you by stationhousecoffee.com and inspireddisorder.com/audible.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Rona Dayz, episode 20 of the show, where I chronicle my slow degeneration into mental distress and unhealthiness. In this week's episode, I'm talking about a lot of different things. Of course, Trump trying to ban or wanting to ban TikTok. I have become a huge fan of TikTok over the past few months. Started using it just as another social media outlet to post my content. But later, I've over time I've started using it and find that it's a lot more than just kids dancing to music or lip syncing, or there's a lot of different things. It's everything is on TikTok. I really fell in love with it during all the protests because I got to see it really felt like Twitter was back in like 2010, where you could just, and I still get a lot of news through Twitter. But you're able to see things kind of live as they're happening, first-person view. So I get to see a lot of protests and what it looked like, what the reality of these protests looked like in different cities all around the world. There's also, for me, what like in my For You page on TikTok is a lot of inspirational, motivational videos. I love those. Of course, a lot of Black Lives Matter and protest videos. A lot of tips and tricks and hacks and stuff like that. It's the whatever their algorithm is to feed you the content that you like. Super accurate. I love it, man. I enjoy being able to post. I pretty much just post the same content that I post everywhere else. My making of videos for my artwork, and then the first minute of each episode gets posted there. I just love it. It's also cool that it has like video editing and like music integration just built in. So I use it a lot for doing promo videos. It's just, I don't know. It's a social. I'm surprised how much I've grown to love TikTok, and it's funny that Trump, because TikTok, there was groups have been uniting and scheming to fuck with Trump. Because of that, he's very angry and wants to shut it down. But it's not going to shut everything down unless he shuts the internet down, which I've been thinking a lot about what this whole situation would be like if there was no internet, right? If we just had like 2 channels on the TV and you had to get like a newspaper or whatever, listen to the radio maybe for news. But without internet, I mean, right now, as far as surviving the pandemic, it's pretty easy as long as you have internet. I mean, we have streaming movies and TV shows. Not like you have to go to a Blockbuster to rent a movie or hope that it'll come on the TV at some point. So you can just rent movies, TV shows, everything that's ever been made basically is available. You have on-demand music streaming, podcasts, things that didn't even exist in the before internet are available. But social media, like the news, everything, it would be like so much easier for the global elite, let's say. Let's say if there's an Illuminati out there, it's a lot more believable that they would have control over the world when there was very little connectivity. But now that there's the internet, it's really hard to kind of, I would say, unless you use a lot of misinformation, which is one of the tools that seems to be being used a lot. It's hard to keep secrets. It's hard to keep secrets with the internet. But I can't imagine how boring. Like there would be like the civil unrest and people that want to pretend that the pandemic is over, or some people believe it was all a hoax. Like I guess they're paying people to die or whatever, or people aren't actually dying. Which tell that to Khabib. Anybody that like thinks that the coronavirus is fake or that the numbers are fake, that people aren't actually dying, Go tell your opinions to the lightweight champion of the UFC, Khabib Nurmagomedov, who just recently lost his father due to complications from coronavirus, and see how, you know, structurally, see what the structural integrity of your body is after doing so, right? See if Khabib allows you to exist after listening to your bullshit of this virus not being a real thing or being dangerous for people. But I don't know, man. A lot of people are moving. Hearing, obviously, Joe Rogan talking about moving to Texas. Joey Diaz, I believe, is talking about moving to Texas as well, which is kind of crazy because weed laws in Texas are still pretty shitty. So it'll be funny if, let's say, Joe Rogan or Joey Diaz gets arrested because they have weed on them in Texas, even though I'm sure there are places in Texas where weed is a little bit more lax, but it's still, as a state, it's pretty legal still. But there's also, I've heard of other people, I mean, just in general, people are moving out of LA now that a lot of the industry, a lot of people can just work from home. They don't have to be located there, and there's nothing being made. Nobody's filming TV shows or movies. So a lot of people are, and it's expensive to live in LA. So a lot of people are leaving. Apparently, a lot of people are moving to the Valley, buying houses. So they're still in Southern California, but they're spending a lot less money than they would in LA. And then I've also heard some comics leaving New York, getting out of New York City and moving to the suburbs out there. Specifically, Louis J. Gomez was talking about that. So it's going to be interesting to see, just as everything eventually clears up and we start adjusting to whatever this new normal is going to be. It's going to be interesting to see how the landscape of comedy changes and just entertainment in general. Let alone, like, if LA disappears, right? Then that's a huge, aside from San Francisco, that's a huge money maker for the state. So it'll be, I don't know. Everything is going to be very interesting when as all these changes happen, especially the fact that the Republicans don't want to help support the people that are affected by this coronavirus. They only really care about giving tons of money to businesses. They don't really want to help support the individual. They just want to help support their buddies who may not have the same profit margins that they're used to having pre-COVID. So it's I don't know. It's, as people get more desperate, it's could get scary. Could be scary times. But yeah, I don't know. As far as me, I'm just trying to survive myself. Trying to just keep doing the show. Trying to find better ways to do the show. Still doing my artwork. Still kind of just existing in this Groundhog Day existence that we have. But yeah, that's it for Rona Dayz, episode 20, everybody. Be sure to check out our sponsors, Station House Coffee on Instagram and stationhousecoffee.com, and order yourself some small batch, single origin, premium coffee, brewed in Thetford Center, Vermont, and shipped directly to you. Order now, support small business, and get yourself some amazing premium coffee delivered directly to you. Go to stationhousecoffee.com and follow Station House Coffee on Instagram. Also, get 2 free audiobooks. Go through the link inspireddisorder.com/audible. Sign up. You get 2 free audiobooks plus 1 book a month if you continue your membership. Plus, Audible comes with many originals, guided wellness programs, news, and much, much more. Go sign up now for 2 free audiobooks by using my link inspireddisorder.com/audible, AUDIBLE. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com and follow at Ray Taylor Show on Instagram. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!